Please video like and subscribe this channel. The errand should have taken 20 minutes. 30. If traffic between levels was bad. I was supposed to pick up the ceremonial crystal ribbons for my sister's wedding, fragile, glowing strands imported from the outer colonies, expensive enough that my mother had trusted only me not to drop them. The vendor was located in Old Port Sector, a place most people avoided after dark, but weddings made people do irrational things. Including me. By the time I reached the Magrail elevator, dusk had already settled over the city. Neon advertisements flickered to life, reflecting off rain-slick platforms and hovering vehicles. I checked the time and sighed. If I didn't hurry, my sister would never let me forget it. Just grab the ribbons and go home, I muttered to myself. Famous last words. The vendor's shop was smaller than expected, wedged between a cybernetic pet clinic and a shuttered bar with cracked holo signs. Inside, the air smelled faintly metallic and cold. An elderly alien clerk, 4 eyes, 2 mouths, carefully wrapped the crystal ribbons and sealed them in a stasis case. Handle with care, human, it said, both mouths speaking slightly out of sync. These resonate with emotional fields. I'll be careful, I promised, gripping the case like my life depended on it. Outside, the rain had intensified. The streetlights dimmed unexpectedly, and a low hum rippled through the ground beneath my feet. I froze. That wasn't normal. The hum deepened, vibrating in my bones. Around me, pedestrians slowed, confused murmurs rising. Then the lights went out entirely. Darkness swallowed the street. A second later, something crashed into the plaza at the far end of the block. The impact sent a shockwave through the pavement, knocking me off my feet. The stasis case skidded across the ground, clattering against a wall. Great, I groaned, scrambling up. Just great. Screams erupted. Shapes moved in the dark, too fast, too fluid to be human. Red emergency lights flickered on, casting the street in a hellish glow. That's when I saw her. She stood at the center of the impact crater, tall and impossibly still, as if gravity itself deferred to her. Her skin was pale, almost translucent, with faint crimson veins glowing beneath the surface. Long silver hair flowed down her back, untouched by rain or debris. Her eyes locked onto mine. They weren't red like in the horror vids. They were deep violet, luminous and ancient. An alien vampire. I knew the type from Interstellar briefings, Noctur. A rare species rumored to feed on bioenergy rather than blood, long-lived, powerful, and bound by rigid codes of honor. Most people went their entire lives without seeing one. I was apparently overachieving. Around her, 3 figures lay motionless armored mercenaries, judging by their gear. Their weapons were crushed, twisted like scrap metal. She took 1 step forward. Every instinct screamed at me to run. Instead, my feet refused to move. You, she said, her voice calm, resonant, echoing slightly in the air. You are afraid, but you are not fleeing. Long day, I said weakly. I left my courage at home. A flicker of something, amusement, maybe, crossed her face. Sirens wailed in the distance. Security drones would arrive soon. The Noctur woman glanced skyward, her expression tightening. I am pursued, she said. And injured. I hadn't noticed at first, but now I saw it, a dark stain spreading beneath the elegant fabric of her cloak, dissolving into the rain. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Because, she said, her gaze unwavering, you are carrying an object resonating with strong emotional intent. I looked down at the stasis case. Wedding ribbons. Her eyes softened. A binding ceremony. Yeah. My sister's getting married tomorrow. She considered this, then nodded once, as if confirming a hypothesis. I require sanctuary, she said. Briefly. In exchange, I will ensure your safety. Behind her, A shadow moved, another mercenary, crawling, raising a weapon. Before I could shout, she turned and flicked her hand. The weapon disintegrated mid-air. I swallowed hard. Okay, I said. I don't exactly have a fortress. She stepped closer. I could feel a strange warmth radiating from her now, counter to the chill in the air. Where would a human go, she asked, to avoid attention? I thought of my small apartment above a bakery, overlooked by delivery drones and ignored by everyone. My place, I said. But you'll have to promise not to drain me or anything. Her lips curved into a faint smile. I do not consume unwilling beings. That's comforting. We moved quickly through side streets, avoiding patrols. She walked beside me, silent and alert, her senses clearly sharper than mine. When we reached my building, she paused. This dwelling is humble, she observed. So am I replied. Inside, the lights flickered back on. The warmth hit us both, and she exhaled softly, like someone stepping out of a storm after a long journey. I set the stasis case carefully on the table. Sit. Please. I'll get you something. She tilted her head. I do not eat human food. I meant a chair. She sat gracefully, studying the room. Her gaze lingered on family photos, wedding decorations stacked in the corner, a half-written speech on my datapad. You value connection, she said. I guess, I replied, grabbing a medkit. Hold still. She watched me closely as I tended her wound. Up close, I could see faint luminescent patterns beneath her skin like constellations. You are gentle, she said. For someone who is afraid. Multitasking, I said. What's your name? Virelia, she answered. And you? Adam. She repeated it slowly, as if tasting the sound. Adam. A sudden thud rattled the door. Both of us froze. They have found me, Virelia said calmly. I will leave. No, I said before thinking. If they're here, leaving now is worse. Another thud. Voices outside. I glanced around, panic rising. Then my eyes landed on the wedding decorations. An idea, ridiculous, desperate, formed. Can you dance? I asked. She blinked. Dance. I grabbed the stasis case and opened it. The crystal ribbons unfurled, glowing softly, filling the room with shimmering light. They resonate with emotional fields, I said quickly. If anyone scans this place, it'll look like a bonding ceremony. Virelia's eyes widened slightly. You would invoke a sacred human ritual to hide me? Temporary, I said. Very temporary. Another thud. Open up, someone shouted. Virelia stood, her expression unreadable. Then she extended her hand. If we do this, she said, we must commit fully. Rituals carry weight. I took her hand. The ribbons wrapped around us, weaving light and warmth. The room seemed to expand, the air humming softly. Outside, scanners buzzed, then fell silent. The knocking stopped. For a moment, it was just us, standing in glowing light. You are dancing with an alien vampire, Virelia said softly. On the eve of your sister's wedding. Yeah, I said, heart pounding. Life's weird. She laughed, a genuine, melodic sound I hadn't expected. When the light faded, the danger had passed. Virelia stepped back, releasing my hand. You have done more than offer shelter, she said. You have shared trust. I just didn't want you captured, I replied. She studied me for a long moment. My people believe chance encounters shape destiny. That sounds ominous. She smiled again. Perhaps. Or hopeful. At dawn, she prepared to leave. Before she did, she touched the stasis case. Your sister's union will be strong, she said. These ribbons carry joy now. I hesitated. Will I ever see you again? Virelia met my gaze. If fate wishes it. Then she was gone, leaving only faint crimson light in the air. The wedding went perfectly. And sometimes, late at night, when the city lights flicker just right, I swear I hear distant music and remember the night a simple wedding errand turned into a dance that changed my understanding of the universe.